Hi guys, it's Gabe, and welcome back to the Gay Podcast featuring my little gay ass. And I get to complain about NevadaFIT again for the last part of the NevadaFIT section of this podcast, whatever. You get the point. So, how are we enjoying NevadaFIT? Are we liking it a lot? I know I have. I've been enjoying it so much. I've been inside my apartment like almost the entire time because, I don't have to do NevadaFIT unlike you guys. So, no, but I feel been around 100 degrees every single day. And earlier today, I woke up and I was like, okay, it's like 70 degrees. Didn't last. So I feel bad for you guys, but I went through it, so you should go through it because that's how boomers act. And that's what I am now. I'm a boomer. Yeah. Yay. Woo. I know. Anyways, I hope we've actually, on a real note, been doing okay. I know NevadaFIT's hard and it takes a lot of time and it's really stressful and everybody's kind of annoying during it. Like, when I say everyone, I mean people who are higher up and not students, professors. They have like a giant like superiority complex. And I will tell you that college is not as bad as NevadaFIT is. They say, you know what? NevadaFIT is just like an introduction to college and to give you an idea of what it's like, and it's not at all. College isn't at all like NevadaFIT. In matter of fact, in college you actually get to do things in your day that aren't school related. It doesn't take up your whole day. It's actually fun. And that is something NevadaFIT totally takes away from you. It takes away all of your happiness. It shreds it into little pieces and then throws it on top of you and lets you cry as you carry it. So that is something worth noting. And so don't let this feel like this is how college is going to be for you. And if you're not making friends yet, you should be out there making your friends, okay? You should be out there making your groups of people. Stay away from the white straight men, okay? They're scary and ruthless and intense. And they're just too much to handle. Even I can't handle straight white men. Ugh. Ugh. Just the idea is freaking me out, okay? And if you are a straight white man listening to this podcast, what part of Gay Converse did you miss? Okay, this is not for you. Go play football, okay? Go do some So, we have been focusing really hard making it through this week, and we're about halfway through NevadaFIT when this podcast comes out. So you're about halfway through. You did it. You're making it. You're winning. You're succeeding. And I think this weekend's like the first weekend of partying, which is going to be fun. So don't do drugs. I mean, like, don't do really bad drugs. You know what? You know what? I didn't say anything about. So, how have we stayed sober? I hope so. I hope we've stayed sober through NevadaFIT. It's not that hard to stay sober doing NevadaFIT, considering you cannot be hungover in the morning because you have to go back to school at like 8:30. It's basically just a longer like high school day, and they just ruin you and give you bad food. It's a brutal situation, okay? I heard the stadium wasn't so great. I didn't hear anything about people passing out though, like last time. I could be wrong. People might have died. I don't know. But from what I've heard, it went okay. So that's fun. That's fun for you guys. The new building is open, so I haven't checked that out yet, but I think it's pretty good. It hasn't exploded yet, like last time, so that's a good thing. Yeah, let's give it up for the construction workers last year, because they built many structures on campus. I would say about 3 of them are now finished, with another one still being worked on, and a crane that is still towering over our campus. And it's so great. It's marvelous. It's so intriguing and enticing and special. And yeah, I have been listening to a lot of Beyonce's new album because that is the album of the summer. And if I don't hear Beyonce songs during any party this year, you will be hearing from Beyonce herself. She will show up to the party, and not to party. She will throw down with the DJ. So, yeah. Let's see. What's up in the news, you guys? Let's think here. I am starting as an opinion editor for the Nevada Sagebrush next week, which is so fun. I get to talk so many opinions about so many things, about so many people. No, not really. I genuinely have I have this thing where if you get to the extent where I actually like name drop you during something, it's like a big deal. Like if I drop somebody's name on a podcast or like in a newspaper article, then you're obviously doing something really, really wrong. I haven't even done that yet. So that's just like what it would take for me to do that. Just thought I'd throw that out there for no reason. But let's talk about how university works, and let's talk about how you're going to see so many people you don't like, and you're going to see so many people you do like. And you're going to see people you crush over, but you're too shy to say anything. And then you don't say anything. And then nothing happens. You just cry at bed. You cry to bed, and then your roommate gets mad at you for doing it. I'm not reflecting. No, me. No, So, how are we living? Where are we living at? Are we living in the LLC? The LLC gave it up. AC. LLC has AC. Yep, so does the Great Basin. Apparently Argenta does now too, which is so cool. You guys actually get to breathe. It's just so cool. Nye is still rotten Home Depot toolbox, okay? We're not going to lie. Nye still looks janky and Yankee. One day, I swear to God, Nye is going to just like the elevators will be unfixable at some point. Like, they just won't be able to repair them at some point in time. It'll just be too far gone, which is going to be so interesting because what are they going to do then? As freshmen, you should know that you shouldn't stress too much this year. I stressed a lot last year. I was doing a lot of different things. I worked on a Disney Plus show, and I had to drop some classes, and then I kept getting sick, and it was not the vibe. But somehow I've managed to never get COVID. Knock on wood. There, I think you heard the wood knocking. I have not gotten COVID, and I have not gotten anything besides the normal common cold, which is pretty cool. I have my inhaler, so that way I don't die walking around campus in this heat, this smithering, burning heat. It feels like the fucking dune deserts out here, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I've been working on some projects myself before school starts because I know when school starts I'm just going to be too tired to do any of my normal projects. So I've kind of just been dedicating myself to put time to the things I enjoy before it gets taken away by the UNR lifestyle. You feel me? The Wolfpack pride, or so they'd call it. I'm sure you've heard a lot about that thing recently, and I feel really bad for you. But that said, I've worked really hard on making sure this podcast comes out every week. I know. Can I get an applause at least? I've actually managed to get a podcast episode out every single week. Yay! Yeah, give it up. Yay! Ha 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 ha. Yay! Okay, you're done. And so basically, the coolest thing about this podcast is those flyers around campus are about to go away next week. So what does that mean? It means I'm going to have to go back there and re-put them up again. Every single one of them. And I'm going to have to hop around the whole campus yet again. And why, you might ask? Why, you might ask? Because the campus is so mean that they take it down every single month. Every month, you guys. It doesn't last. They don't stay up. I have to keep putting them up. I have to keep working and fighting and throwing my heart into this. And I can't do it anymore. It's too much. No, I'm just going to have to trust myself that I can do it. And I'm going to have to trust that I'm going to get through it and be okay and run through the entire campus again, even though it's going to take a long time. And I'm not very excited for it. I'm not going to lie. So, that's great. I'm not excited to run around because it's really tiring going to like every building on campus and there's like no parking and it's so like, I don't want to say janky, but it's like, it's exhausting. It's really like mentally tiring. And as somebody who's dedicated his life to not doing those things on a fun basis, I don't find fun in that. I mean, I just said that in the most weird way possible. But yeah, I don't know where to go from that. I don't know where I was going with it. Sorry. Next up, let's talk about Pandora. Okay? My podcast will not go on Pandora. Why? Good question. I don't know why, But out of every single podcast service, Pandora is the only one that makes me wait like 3 months just to find out if I'm going to be accepted or not. And it's really annoying because all of these episodes are not on Pandora. Why? What is the reason? Like, make the math come together. I submitted it to Pandora 1 month ago for submission. This podcast, this very gay converse, okay? And it's still in review. It's still pending. The math isn't mathing, Pandora. Come on, let's get it on the service. Let's go. Okay? I don't got all the time. Let's go. Am I clear? Am I clear? Like, let's just get this thing going. I can't wait all day. Okay? This podcast, I've put my heart and my soul, everything I had into it. And it won't even go on Pandora. Maybe I'm just too good for Pandora. Not really. I'm not. I promise you. I'm not that good. I'm not better than Pandora yet. One day I will. Hopefully. You better be sharing this podcast with your friends because I'm just talking to the microphone, and if you're not telling people about it, no one knows about it. And then I'm just talking into this microphone for no reason. You know? And it's just not the vibe. So I'm going to read us a Bible verse. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's probably the last thing you want to hear. Let me think about what happened the last year at NevadaFIT for me. Basically, I spent a lot of time doing things I particularly didn't want to do, like the classes and things like that. But I also met some of my best friends then, and there's still some of my friends that I have now. And I liked meeting people at NevadaFIT because it just felt like we were all suffering in it together. And that was the community space of it. It just felt like, yeah, we're suffering, but at least we're doing it together as a community. At least we're fighting and persevering and throwing our hands in the air like we just don't care together. And we're enjoying our lunches that are like made with like garbage food. But we're eating it together. We're getting food poisoning together. You know, we're suffering together, genuinely. Like, it's genuinely a form of suffering. And so when you have friends that you can suffer with during situations like this, it just brings that bond closer and closer together than ever before. And that right there is what makes NevadaFIT so authentic. It doesn't work for the reasons that they hope NevadaFIT works for. Does it actually, like, give me the like intelligence to go through the semester? Absolutely not. It just makes me more tired before the semester even starts. But what it does achieve is it manages to make me get friends, because I don't like to be sitting alone. You don't like to be sitting alone, so you'll talk to people, you know? And if you don't talk to people, add me on Snapchat and I will talk to you, okay? I will make our conversations I almost said unquirky. I'm stuttering now. Never mind. I'm going to ruin it. I'm sorry. I take it back. Don't talk to me. No, I'm just kidding. Next up, I am also going to tell you guys some pretty big news. That news being everybody else is coming to campus next week. So that means you'll even be able to make more friends than you did before. Wow. I know. It's crazy. I know. You're going to, like, make friends. It kind of just hit me right now that I'm, like, a sophomore in college. Because that's kind of scary already. It's like, I'm not even a freshman anymore. I'm a sophomore. That's gross. I'm, like, ancient and old and rank. I'm, like, older now. Ugh. Now I'm going to, like, graduate soon. That's kind of nasty. Like, what do I do after I graduate college? Genuinely. Like, do I just leave Reno? Yeah, probably. That's probably the intention. That's probably what I want to do. Yeah, I'm probably just want to up and leave Reno, you know, get a man who actually, like, appreciates me and doesn't, like, hurt my feelings all the time. And I'm going to, like, ghost? Do you hear that? I don't know why, but mid-podcast, my music just started playing. That was kind of creepy. But besides the point, we're not going to talk about that. Did you guys know that the University of Nevada, Reno is one of the most haunted campuses ever? Okay, maybe not ever, but in America. And I learned this last semester around this time, And I kept telling everybody that around this time too, but then I dropped it like as soon as school started because nobody gave a shit. But I'll tell you now, okay? Our campus has been here since the 1800s, and I'll have you know that when they were building some of those apartments by the wall, I'll have you know that they dug up a grave site, and that's not a joke. I'm being serious. Okay, they genuinely dug up a grave site, and it had bones in it, like a grave site does, and they had to stop the construction, and it was pretty scary. They had to like put a tarp over it, like a murder scene. Like, okay, it was like a gray clearish tarp, and they threw it over like the hole that they were building in the ground, to like build the structure, and it was really crazy. Like, could you imagine being a construction worker, just like doing your own thing, and you just see like fucking fossilized like bones in the ground on a campus? Like, ew. What do you even do? Don't believe me? Just look it up, okay? Just look it up on a local news. It's true. It happened. And it's intense. Okay, I'll have you know. I think it was actually by the LLCs where it happened, but when they were building the LLC, because the LLC is still new, depending on what you consider new. Like, if you call new like within the last like 8 years, yeah. But if you consider new like the last 2 years, then no. I think I over described that. But you know what? That's what's so fun. Also, I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures on campus with my camera that I'm going to have on me all the time, because that's how I work now. Before you would see me dressed up fancily with a cool tote bag, and I do have that still. I still do have a cute little tote bag, I'll have you know. But now I'm also going to have my cute little tote bag and my cute little camera and snap cute little pictures, and you can't do anything about it. Yep. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's something fun, and I'm gonna add them together, and that's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be like a collection of photos. I don't really know what to talk about NevadaFIT anymore, considering you guys kind of already know the hang of it, since you are in the middle of it, and you are kind of like in that area where you understand how it works, you understand how shitty it is, and all you get to do is just talk shit about it and complain. So I guess that's what all I can do too, is just complain about it. We can't do anything. They're just gonna keep doing it too. My year was the first year they ever did it. Your guys' year is the second year they ever did it. And the only good thing that comes out of it is the iPads. And that's something they probably would give us even if they didn't have the program. So it kind of sucks. NGL, it sucks, okay? I also am happy to say that the campus still looks dead. I have not driven by the campus and seen a bunch of people on it. I've seen people like walking on the sidewalks and stuff, but I have not seen anybody by the Joe or the Quad or any of those places. It's just so silent. Like it's like nobody's there, and it's probably because you guys are like stuck in your classroom suffering. But it kind of looks kind of weird knowing that the campus is like full with freshmen, but they're like not out there to see. So it's kind of like I'm seeing things that aren't there. Okay, I once again over explained this. So yeah, this is going so well. Can you tell? Also, I will have you know that my podcast is doing so poorly. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a JK moment. It's an LMAO JK, okay? But, okay, I have some advice for you guys. I just thought of it. Are you guys ready? When you guys park your car, ready? Be careful when you're walking in the parking garage, because those straight white men I was mentioning earlier, they have cars too, and their cars are loud and bumpy, and they don't mind running you over. They wouldn't mind snapping you like a twig with their freaking ancient monster truck, okay? So if I were you, I would watch where you go, because you do not want to experience a monster truck ramming into you and a straight man going, "Oh, nar, bro, whoa, you hit a girl." And it's not the vibe, I promise. So watch out for that. Also, if I didn't remind you last time, make sure you use the resources on campus. They're hella useful. You're paying for them in your tuition, so why not use them? If you read a lot, use the library. Unlike me, I don't read a lot, so the only advantage I get from the library is the stuff downstairs, where it's like multimedia stuff and not like books, because I don't think I ever pick up a book and read it from front to back. No, I don't do that. And if I do that, it's not a physical book. It's more of like an online ebook kind of deal. And so, yeah, I don't read books. I've also taken a break from social media, and I recommend you do too, because I think social media is getting to the stage where there is no winnable side at all. Like, no matter what you say or how you feel, like, you're always going to get something countered. Like, there's no line anymore. There's no, like, yeah, this is a proper thing to say, or, yeah, this is not good to say. There's none of that anymore. It's just, there's this side, there's this side, there's this side, and it's just endless. It's an endless loophole of, like, disaster fuckage that you'll just get stuck in forever. So I left social media, and I spend the majority of my time writing. Yeah. I mean, I go on social media like YouTube, and I watch YouTube videos. Um, I go on Twitter sometimes to like see what's going on and see like funny jokes, but I use Snapchat to communicate with friends, obviously. Instagram, I open like once a week just to like post something and run, or like add people that were followed requested me, and then I run away from it again. So call that what you want to. Um, I'm also becoming more and more impatient as the days go on. I've started to realize every single day I become a bit more impatient. I start to realize, I can't wait a week to get my film rolls back. I want them now. And I cry. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm patient when I really need to be, but if something can be done fast and it's like somebody's like doing it like really slow, it kind of frustrates me for a bit, but I'm able to like let them do it at their own pace, unless it's like a driver on the freeway and it's like, honey, like go faster than 55. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I got my first tattoo, you guys, and it hurt. It hurt really badly. I'll have you know, okay? I know a lot of people are like, it doesn't hurt that badly, whatever the hell. Don't listen to them, okay? It hurt. Okay, I will have you know, it felt like I was getting... Okay, you guys know, like, the pumpkin tools that they use to carve the pumpkins? And it kind of looks like a jagged blade, and then, like, it's, like, from Walmart, so it's, like, really, like... plasticky and can like snap off any given second. Yeah, it felt like that kept stabbing into my skin multiple times and in like a certain formula to the shape of my tattoo, and it hurt like hell. But I have a tattoo now and it looks really good and I am very proud of it. And I think the healing is close to being done, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to keep doing my healing regimen and hope for the best. And that's the thing. I can stick to these I don't want to say rituals, but the kind of formulas, that's a bad, there's another word to describe it. Habit, yes. I fall into good habits. Sorry, I just started thinking of the song. I fall into good habits and I get stuck to them. Like, I take care of my plants and they're growing so well. I have this one plant that's like growing upward right now and it's so pretty. It overlooks the city and I'm looking at it right now. Just like totally adoring it right now. I'm in love with that plant, and I have like golden pathos that are like hanging down and stuff, and they look like viney. I'm like Tarzan over here, like seriously, and it's so cool. I love plants. They're like the best. Yeah, I love plants. I love my plants. I'm sorry. I also love my AC unit because literally fuck the heat. I came in my room earlier and it was like 70 degrees and I said, nope, this is still too hot, and I cranked that thing down. I cranked it down. Now it's at 66. I put it to 68 and I was like, it's still too hot, and then I put it down to 66 and I'm like, that's better. I like being cold. I just like being cold. It's just how I am. Some people don't like being cold. Some people like being hot. And you know what? That's good for you. I'm sorry. I'm not from Vegas, okay? I'm from Reno, Nevada. Okay, I'm used to being cold, and Reno, Nevada doesn't get this hot usually until there's global warming literally trying to, like, shove a giant fireplace up our ass. So that's when I decided, yeah, I am going to crank my AC down. And yeah, I'm going to just turn on my fans and lay on my bed and eat some ice cream and get cold. I love to use blankets in the summer. I don't like to lay on my bed in the nude. because I'm trying to cool off. Okay, that's not the vibe for me. I want to go to fall when I can wear my cute little layers and I can be happy with my little glasses and I can be like all fashionable. Now I have to go outside and wear like shorts, and all the shorts materials are always like made out of cloth. Like there's no fashionable short in my opinion, especially for men. Like there's no like shorts you can get from the men's side that like genuinely looks hella good. Like you can get some like cloth shorts and then you kind of look like it kind of looks like sweat shorts and it kind of looks half-assed most times, and then you can try to get like tighter shorts, but then you have to worry about like how they look. Most of the times the colors don't even match well, and then you have to worry about like how your legs look and like what kind of socks you have to wear, and it's just like it's not the vibe. Or you can get like women's shorts, which is what I usually do. The only problem is not all the time is that the best choice, because if you don't get the right brand or cut or hem or whatever the fuck, you're gonna get like a bit too revealing, you know what I mean? So you gotta choose wisely, and so it kind of sucks. It sucks like being a born male and having to wear summer clothing that always looks shit. But in the fall, I will have you know, fall fits are the vibe. And, you know, when winter comes around, I really enjoy being cold in the winter too. But I want to get warm. Like, I want to get warm like the first 5 or 10 minutes after I'm outside. Like, I'll be outside and I'm like freezing my ass off. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go inside because I'm freezing. And then I'll go inside and then I'll like turn my AC like all the way up and heat myself off, and I'm like, okay, now back to like 70 degrees or like 68. I don't know why. I'm just like, I always love the 68 degree area. I even told my grandma that in like elementary school. I was like, you know, I think my favorite temperature is 66 to 68 degrees. It's the perfect middle, and it is. I didn't lie. I said what I said. It's the perfect middle, man. And during that time, you could have a stormy day with 68 to 60 or 66 to 68 degrees. You could have a stormy day. You could have a sunny day. You could have a snowy day or a rainy day. Or you could have a mix of both. And that's what's so great. When it's like 100 degrees, you're basically only going to get hot sun. And it's not the vibe. But like, you can also get nice sun when it's 66 to 68. And okay, I'm just basically like being that person like, how's the weather? The weather's good today, huh? No, that's, you know what? That's the vibe. I'm really nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous about this semester, you guys. I don't know what to talk about other than that. I'm just anxious. And, you guys are gonna get to experience me be anxious this semester and watch me suffer. And you get to laugh and throw oranges and banana peels and apples at me because I'm suffering. And that's just how college is. You suffer through it, you get a paper, you call it a day, you add it to your resume, and bingo is his name-o. That's just how it works. That's the name of the game. You know, and that's life. You know, I started thinking, like, one day, like, none of this is going to matter. But you know what's important to me in my heart is, yes, one day I will die. But at least I know that a UNR student going to NevadaFIT in 20 years from now will listen to this podcast and be like, good to know. Good to know. Bring fan to stadium. Good to know. Yeah. I'm going to eat ice cream now. I'm hungry. I am hungry. I want a snack. I want ice cream. I want my Cold Stone creamy ice cream. Which is the vibe. Cold Stone is so good. Baskin Robbins was good, but then I got Cold Stone for like one of the first times, and I was like, this is the vibe. This is the moment. This is what I'm eating from now on. So yeah. Take advantage of your tuition shit that you're paying for. Don't take advantage of your friends. Meet new friends and treat them well. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Stay hydrated, please. Please. Dasani is not the vibe. Don't drink Dasani. Trust me. It's not the vibe. I promise you. You don't want Dasani. Do your work. Try not to get too behind. Use your student discounts also on all your products that you buy. You know, get student discounts. There's no reason to not get the student discounts. I know it takes some time or whatever the fuck, but just use it, okay? And if you don't want to use it, then you know what? Lose your money. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you anymore. They came off so aggressive. um, yeah. Yeah. Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for listening. You guys know all my social media, DinoKSnaps, GabeKanai.com for all the other shit. It was nice chatting with you guys. This 30 minutes went by really fast. See you guys next week. And yeah, stay fit. Ew. Oh, God.